Forest and NC State. Wake Forest 4-point road favorites, 54.5 the total in this one. Money's coming in on Wake. I think that's probably right. They were awful against Louisville, terrible, but it was all turnovers. When you give the ball away like a Christmas gift in late October, the number of times that Wake did against Louisville, you have no shot, none, zero, of winning that football game, let alone covering. And that's exactly what happened. Sam Hartman interceptions, fumbles. It was just everything. They just gave the ball away over and over and over again against Louisville, and it crushed any opportunities they had to win that game. If they hang on to the football, it might have been a different story, but we'll never know. You turn it over that much, you have no shot to win the football game, period. End of story. Look, if this stiff remains the quarterback for NC State, Jack Chambers I'm talking about, this line's cheap to me. I understand why the betting markets are pounding Wake here early in the week. This opened 3 all the way up to 4.5. I'm seeing 5 now starting to show up. I mean, I think this is a situation where Wake is going to, I think, win by margin, even at NC State. And you have to respect that home field, but Jack Chambers can't play. And nothing I've seen from Jack Chambers tells me he's ready to be a starting quarterback at the college level. I mean, it was awful from him last week. The 6 of 13, 31 yards. He got benched. I will say this, the MJ Morris gave them a spark, and he's the guy that finally got things going for NC State and allowed them to come back against Virginia Tech. 20 of 29, 265, 3 touchdowns. You got to think, I mean, unless Dave Doran's a complete moron, you got to give MJ Morris the start, don't you? I mean, he sparked the team. He led the comeback. And they were this close to losing to a really bad Virginia Tech team last week. And he sparked that offense. So I think you probably have to go to him. If they do go to him, then maybe there's a chance for this offense to be better. And maybe you get some value in the 54 over, because I know Wake Forest defense still can be a little bit suspect. And we saw that against Louisville. And if MJ Morris can play anything close to what he did against Virginia Tech, maybe they can put up enough points here to get this game over the total. I'm hesitant right now to bet anything because Doran hasn't confirmed yet who's quarterback. It's shocking that apparently after the game he said we haven't made any decisions for next week. How do you not know already that you got to go to this kid that sparked your team and led that comeback after what we've seen from Chambers, which is nothing so far through the games that he's played since Devin Leary got hurt. So for that reason, I'm staying off betting it now, but I lean Wake, I lean over, especially if Morris is the quarterback for NC State, because he actually showed you a little something last week. What do you think here, C-Mac?
Yeah, this is a very interesting spot. They just, you saw it in a bunch of college games and in the NFL, turnovers, one after another. It just shit rolls downhill. It just comes over these games. They just got steamrolled in the second half by Louisville. I think he'll be better. And you mentioned it. Morris, to me, has to start. I don't know how Chambers is even in the conversation anymore. After what he did for up over a couple games, they've seen him. He has just been horrible. You know what, though? I'm just leery of Wake. If they clean that up, they probably are better. State hasn't done anything to make me really want to back them, though. Their defense is still okay. They are at home, but they've been something like 0-5 the last 5 weeks against the number. So they haven't been very good. So, yeah, I want a whole lot of nothing with this one. Maybe it gets over. Even Va Tech, that second half scored 21, which it was 3-0 after the first. There was a lot of points. So.
I agree with that. Grant Wells is going up and down the field for portions of that game against NC State. So the defense
he could do that, though,
criticism.
Every once in a while. It was so rare to see, even back at Marshall, but I don't know. That guy puzzles me. Anyways, so I'm just off here for now.